our channel, City Television Uganda. Please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to tell your neighbor to subscribe to this wonderful, youthful, lively channel. Today we are doing youthful, lively. Today we are doing our second part of the issue we discussed last week, and that is cohabitation. So this is part 2. In this part, we are discussing the myths surrounding cohabitation. After that episode, some people were asking questions and giving their reasons, so we decided to check them out. Some of the reasons that people gave us to why they cohabit, according to this website called First Things First, they are myths. And this website lists about 8 myths that we are going to discuss. So we shall be agreeing or disagreeing on whether they are myths or not. So the first myth, living together is an easy way to try out a relationship before committing to marriage. What do you guys think?
Living together
is an easy way to try out the relationship before committing to marriage.
So they are trying to say even cohabiting is not a relationship, right? Because they're saying trying to do what? Is an easy way to try out the relationship before committing to marriage.
Before committing to marriage.
So it's like a trial marriage.
Yeah, it's like a trial marriage.
I don't believe it. I think it's a myth, because if someone is going to say it's a trial marriage, since I know we are trying out something, I can pretend.
Yeah.
That's why I can try to be the best, my best. I will not mention the other side of me, because I really want to get into the marriage with you.
Yeah.
So I'll pretend this whole time we are together. After I put the ring on it, I become myself.
Yeah, exactly. That is why it's a myth to say that we are just trying out things to see if this marriage can work. Because, like you say, a person can pretend for as long as you are not yet officially married to them.
Because they want the marriage.
Yeah.
So when you get married, I go back to my normal self.
Yeah.
I become the nagging person you do want.
Yeah.
I would like to differ. From what she has said about that myth number 1. I think if it's about pretense, there is that pretense which is in the subconscious. Somebody is not aware that they are actually pretending. So that turns it the other way around. You can be cohabiting, thinking that you're pretending, but in actual sense, you're not pretending. Why? Because you're doing it willingly. You've accepted to stay with this person. And then in the process, I think you're testing your relationship between, before marriage.
So you test your relationship before you get married? Would you do it?
I think in the past episode, I maintained it that...
and you still maintain it up to now?
That I am neutral. Anything can happen.
In the past episode, I maintained it that whether you are testing your relationship before marriage, you are indeed testing, because anytime you can leave when things go bad, when you feel like you are tired. So for me, testing a marriage before cohabiting for purposes of testing your relationship is not a good idea. Just doing it for the sake of it, and then you will leave whenever and however you want.
I think for it to work well, one party must not tell the other one, "Oh, I'm here to test you." I mean, we're just... That's why I'm telling you.
You keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
But that is why most people do it, to test each other.
Oh yes, that's why I'm like, it operates under the unconscious bit of human thinking and imagination. One party will not be able to tell that this partner is trying to test me, is trying to read my mind, is trying to analyze my behavior before actually settling down. So, and in most cases, it's a lady who is not aware of what's going on.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, that guy will pretend, and normal will be so innocent. She'll be like, maybe that's how it is.
Yes, and then sometimes
after you get married, that guy becomes so loud. You're like, is this the guy I got married to?
I think cohabiting in this case is like, sex before marriage, even if you're not cohabiting. You hear most people saying, I cannot get married to someone unless I've had sex with him. What if we get married and he's like this? What if we get married and he has erectile dysfunction? Or what if we get married and, things like that? I think that is the same thing with cohabiting. People are just...
But I think in most cases, what you've mentioned, what if I get married to him and is, what if,
How do you call it? Ministry of what?
Minister of water?
What if
Anyway.
we get married and she doesn't work
I
in the
assume
Ministry of
that
Or it's relief and disaster prepared.
that's reality. The thing is, someone.
Avoid, obviously.
Yes, it is true. Some people want to find out, is this man, is he functioning, below the belt and all that. And then even the man, the man would also want to know, can she conceive? That is the biggest question. I still want to take you back to the African setting. I've seen in local families, families at the grassroots level. A man brings a wife, he marries a girl. And after 1 year, after 3 months,
there
is no accountability. She has not conceived, she's not pregnant, she's not heavy.
The way people
They
can
begin
ask them,
talking.
I know.
Even like after 1 month of marriage,
They
even
expect
if
it.
it's not your village mates, even at work, trust me. Like when I returned from leave, people were looking at my stomach.
Really? Already looking for the bump?
Yeah, I'd get like cough. Me a cough and flu, people would be like, someone get her what she wants to eat.
So that is how funny it is. And then actually the surrounding environment, the people who live with this couple can actually break this relationship. They start, blaming the man for failing to do it, or blaming the lady for failing to give them results. And then
So
in
you
most
think
cases,
people should cohabit to
sometimes,
test if they can
cohabit if you know that your clan, your family, your tribe is so ridiculous, to the extent that they start abusing this lady. You're here. Eating our food, filling our toilets. They say it. These words are there. That you're here eating our food, you're filling our latrines, but we don't see results. Okay, then they tell the boy, yes, what is happening? Okay, you need to go and see your jaja. Go see your grandfather if you have some problem.
They even start telling you, start eating these leaves.
Some
eat yams. Yams are very good.
Uh-huh.
I remember someone telling me, you need to eat yams on the first day of your cycle. And I'm like, you guys.
Oh my God! And some of them are so ridiculous. They even go ahead and say, maybe we can give your brother to try it out. And
What?
Yes.
Yeah, people are very ridiculous like that.
Yeah, that you fail to do it. Should we give your brother to have a try?
Yeah.
Africans.
So in other words, you're saying people should first cohabit and see if they can have children.
Better.
So my question, how many times or how many people are you going to cohabit with
to get to the final
person who can have children?
Because now if you cohabit to the first one, you fail, go to the second one, you fail.
Like, how many people are you going to?
I've seen a family that they lived for around 15 years without a kid. And then when they split, they took different routes. They were able to have a kid. The lady also conceived, the man also conceived.
Are you serious?
Yeah, those are now biological factors. We cannot dig into them. But one thing, I think one of my lecturers at the university was telling us about time. You delay to take a coursework test. You see, time is very important, even in marriage. If you don't time these things, they will not happen. Timing. So
even biological factors around.
In the process of cohabiting, you can read her time.
Yeah.
You can read this time, and then things can work out.
Like this is the right time to now do it.
Yeah. So myth number two. Myth number 2 is living together will give us a stronger marriage.
How do you give a stronger marriage? Like you know too much about yourself right now.
That's what people give. Those are reasons people give that when we cohabit, you're going to know a lot about each other. We're going to study each other, and by the time we get married, we already know what we can deal with and what we can't deal with.
I agree.
But you can learn about someone.
You can learn about someone without staying with them.
Do you know if you over talk to someone like on a daily, I can easily tell that you are not doing a mood physically.
Yeah.
Like through the call or through texting, I can tell your emotion.
when you are dating someone and you're in a relationship with someone, even if you're not living with them, you are going to learn about them.
There is a topic in agriculture, I think lower secondary. There's what we call hardening off. When you're done planting the seeds on a nursery bed, you're done watering. At least after, when the seedlings have sprouted, when they have developed like 3 or 4 leaves, you now want to transplant, of course depending on the crop. And you harden off by removing the shade. And I think
I wonder where this is going.
wait, and then I think if you think yes, if you think you can handle certain problems by rushing and getting married, then you're thinking that yes, you'll adopt. It's about adaptability. It's better you adapt through cohabiting, so that when you go to this marriage now, you're reinforced. You know where you've come from.
So in other words, instead of
there is a Uganda word, yes, to put the
wall.
It first sprouts out.
Yeah.
By the time it goes to the main that it already has like a base.
So I will be knowing that yes, you're not my partner. Let me use an example. Edinah or Clare. Clare is my partner. Edinah is my partner. These are her weaknesses, and this is how I should handle her.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm used to it, regardless of what my friends or parents are going to say. She remains my wife. So that means we are used to what is there. We are used to the reality, and then we can never split in that marriage.
But still, so I want to say you cannot learn those things from her when you don't stay with her.
I think actually, if I cohabited,
yes,
I think it would have a negative impact on my decision onto whether to get married or not, because there's so many things that you discover about someone the moment you start living with them. The things like someone snores, someone probably they know where to put their socks. Like there are so many
small habits
that you learn the moment you get married to someone that sometimes would irritate you, and you feel like, dang, what did I get myself into? So I think that cohabiting would have a negative impact on someone and their decision on whether they should get married to this person or not, because that is the moment you start discovering all those
because
negative
you find
things that
are doable, you can live with them. But because you've cohabited this person and you've been seeing them, you're like, I can't even stand getting married.
I can't stand getting married.
Yeah, in actual sense, if you throw the shade down, it's very easy. People just put in the laundry basket.
So if you marry this
now
person,
when you are not married to this person, you're just cohabiting, those things keep annoying you.
Like what am I even doing?
What am I even doing here?
You end up giving up on something that would have been good for you because of something very small.
Yes, because these are things, if you are married to someone, you are already there and you're like, okay, I'm here, so if he does this, I know how to deal with it. I'll tell him, you do this, but I don't like it. Or you tell him, you know what? When you remove your socks, please take them to the laundry bin. Like there are tiny things that go off, like where to press toothpaste, whether you press from the middle or not.
Like a video I was seeing on Facebook of the irritating things people get to learn about newlyweds get to go through. Do you know, just a chick was sitting with her guy and was eating pasta, and you know how people mix food? So he did this, and the chick was already irritated.
And she was already irritated.
Oh my God, I've covered a wedding. And these people were eating separately.
Are you serious?
I expected them to feed each other. Like, after serving food, the lady sat the other side, and the man sat this side. And she was pregnant. Oh my God.
Now
look.
Maybe it was the pregnancy that
Could you read that point again? There's something I forgot to tell you. That myth number 2.
Myth number 2 is living together will give us a stronger marriage.
That's exactly it. When you cohabit, you get that stronger marriage, because there are consequences of adhering to, of trying to adapt these ill manners. A man, wears underwear for some time, just throws it there. He removes his shirt and just throws it there. He eats, just dattens his shirt like a kid. Okay? You find a fork on the bed, a spoon, and everywhere. The house is disorganized. In the process of adapting such a partner, you might have issues, quarrels here and there. I don't want you to quarrel in your marriage. Why don't you quarrel
when you're
cohabiting?
No,
it's so open that you will leave. you are tired of something,
you not
will
have
leave.
chance for quarrel. At least when you're married, you'll be like, unless I'm married, I'll quarrel and I'm stuck here, I'll stay.
Yes.
But cohabiting, trust me, you walk out of that door.
Walk out.
You won't walk out. Why? Because I mentioned that sometimes cohabiting occurs, through the unconscious. You're not aware that you're cohabiting, but by the fact that you're in love, you're able. You're able that, please, honey, don't do this.
But you know that love fades with time.
Of course it does, but
so the moment you keep saying
the
things, the same annoying things, it is very easy for you to let go.
Like, you're not even married out.
So there's no way cohabiting is going to give me a stronger marriage, because the moment I keep seeing.
So you want to say that after cohabiting, marriage, the love should have depreciated. No, I would like to argue against that. No, it doesn't.
Married, you are just doing it because
just for all that.
Anyway, I'm old enough. There's no other guy who's going to take me. If I leave, people have already known that I was cohabiting with this person. I'm like,
they all know we live together.
Yeah.
So
you rejuvenate.
You rejuvenate
your love. That's why, and I'm telling you.
I think by the time someone gets married from cohabiting, say you've cohabited for 5 years, you are just doing it because. Anyway, who else is going to marry me? Because I'm already a finished good.
Then you've been staying with a guy like for 5 years.
Well, I think we should you should leave that hanging for your viewers.
You say your mind is changing.
Yes.
Okay.
Myth number 3: sharing finances and expenses will make things easier on our relationship.
Sharing expenses and finances
will make things easier on our relationship.
But these guys complain chicks don't want to share finances. Do you share finances with your girlfriend?
It is that's a complex one.
No, okay, let me make it simpler for you. In case you go out for dates, like, do you share the bill 50-50, or like you take her this time, then she says the next time I'll take you and pay that bill?
I think in an African setting, generally in the world.
You're so African.
Yeah, I am one.
Generally,
hold on. Generally, there is that belief that a man should pay bills.
Yes, actually that was period.
Generally, yes.
Because men feel that so up there.
Even the Bible says a man should work hard and provide for his wife and children.
But dynamics have changed.
The goalposts have been shifted.
Yes.
Now let me tell you, you don't know, ladies out there, you don't know the feeling that the man has when actually a lady foot gives.
Okay,
I'm not entertaining laziness on the side of a man. Man remains a man. You're supposed to play that role, provide for the family, provide for her. But once in a while, there is that feeling. There is that feeling you raise, on your hubby, on your boyfriend, after you pay the bill.
So would you feel nice if she did it?
Sometimes it's coincidental. Yes, men face a lot of difficulties. Sometimes they're badly off, no money, okay? And then somebody sacrifices what they have, whatever they're going to spend on a salon or what, decides to say, no, look what, I'm going to trim my hair, I'm going to go African because I want to clear rent, or because I want to support that business.
Exactly.
We want to pay those workers who are striking, and then our business will be able to move forward. With that, you imagine the feeling in that man.
You want.
I would really encourage, financial, that cost sharing.
Once
in a while.
What I think is, it's easy. Cost sharing is easy in the first days. At the beginning of your cohabitation, it is very easy.
That is very true, Clare, and this is Clare, this is Edinah. I like mixing your names. Now, I would like to defend you on that. You see, sometimes men are weird. Some of them, not all of them. Most men, when the lady is acting, they become lazy.
They let back.
I've seen drunkards. Some of them even don't drink. The lady is acting, they sit back and then remain docile just like that.
Did I share with you that problem in our class group where this lady was saying she has been cohabiting with this guy? He works in a telecom company and all, so they've been cohabiting together. But then the guy, after paying rent, he doesn't do anything at all in the home.
Buys the food,
so she buys the food,
bill.
pays the bills, and the guy, after paying rent,
He thinks he has done it.
He thinks he has done it all,
That's
and then he
But some ladies
you get into
also,
the
some
comfort
ladies have that, juicy jobs and all that.
No, even if I have a juicy job, you have to show that you are working
show
hard.
effort.
Show effort to show that, yes, I am the man of this home, I am working hard to
at least make the house survive.
I've seen scenarios where a man decides to say, school fees, medical bills, rent on me.
Yes,
food,
the rest.
Food, please sort it out. I've seen the other day.
Yes, there are homes like that. No, like in my parents' home. School fees, building homes, construction, those big things. Were like my father's things to deal with. If you went to my dad and said there are no tomatoes at home, he would shout at you. Because that is never any of his worries. If mom was not at home and say she was maybe somewhere to go and study, he would expect that she left all that in control. He didn't expect you to start asking for things like tomatoes, onions, things in the kitchen, even issues of buying dishes. That was my mother's work. Things of buying house decor. That was my mother's job.
Not his.
So should you disagree with the next myth, I would actually declare all of you idealists. Please read the next myth.
Oh, but you have to come and talk to us like that.
Okay, myth number 4. Your sex life goes downhill when you get married.
What do you mean by downhill?
Like people say that. People say that when you are cohabiting, you are like you keep enjoying good sex and all. But then when people get married, because you're waking up to the same person every day,
there's no spark in
the sex life.
And sex is a big thing in an institution. Yes, in an institution called a family, sex is a big thing. I've been curious in my life. In the village, I've attended several domestic cases whereby they call maybe the eldest one chairperson, where they call the clan head to come and sort out some mess. Listen to the two sides, and it's all about sex. There was a family. The guy came back at night. He found that the lady had locked herself in. She refuses to open the door. Tells him to go and sleep in some other house. He sets the house ablaze.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
No jokes.
He sets the house ablaze.
But who was the man?
The lady.
No, because he came back drunk.
Yes. The lady was like, no,
come back drunk. Every day
late.
you go drinking, you come back drunk. And men don't understand that when you have drunk alcohol and they haven't drunk, that is like the most disgusting.
When we sat down and
you could find that guy was also being violent in how
Of course, exactly. We sat down and listened to the two sides, we realized that the whole issue was sex. One of them was sexually stabbed.
Yes, the woman
was sexually stabbed. Oh, so when he comes back drunk, he just sleeps off and doesn't provide that sex.
I don't know. It was very difficult to tell who was, but I realized
and doesn't give her sex.
I know, and she can't live from someone.
Or he comes back drunk and she's not able to have sex with him because she can't tolerate the stench.
Oh,
then now, that means, how long does it take for this sex game, the sex, that sex morale, to deteriorate, to decline? Okay, in case you're in what you're just cohabiting, then if you get married, it will be the same thing. That's why I told you. That's why we have singers. You need to continue spicing up your thing.
Give the difference of spicing up your sex.
You keep on spicing your sex life to keep this man around, to keep this lady around. It doesn't mean that if you cohabit, that when you get married, you're fed up of her. You know how juicy she is. You
already know everything about her.
You already know everything. So what? No, that's not the case. It can always be interesting.
May I think saying that your sex life deteriorates when you get married is wrong.
It's just a mindset.
Yeah, it's a mindset. You can decide to have good sex in a marriage because sex is an issue of the mind and an issue between the two of you. Like as long as the two of you are into it, I don't see the reason as to why your sex life should go down. And I think that it is even better and more enjoyable when you're married because you're having it knowing that there's nothing against the sex, there's nothing against
Oh my God. When you're cohabiting, Sex is very interesting. According to my own analysis,
How?
I don't have experience of cohabiting, but I think sex is interesting when people are cohabiting.
Why?
How?
It's like people who are doing adultery. That is bad sex.
Yeah.
It
So
is.
I was saying that.
Oh yeah, it's a sin. It's a sin. Oh yeah, adultery is a sin. Cheating on your boyfriend, cheating on your husband is a sin. But this
so
guy is
interesting.
You put cameras, capture this on cameras. You receive
Yeah,
the hype between the married woman and the chapati maker on the roadside is so high as compared to that between. But please
I
don't
think
cheat.
it has like a lot of fun.
Yes,
I'm
I'm not encouraging that we cheat. So that myth is quite interesting. But the truth is you can always keep your sex life up to date.
Yes.
Keep your husband around,
have
keep
it
your wife
in the
around.
bed today, the next time have it in the bath.
It doesn't matter.
In the sink.
Oh yeah,
Next time with
everywhere.
the cupboard, yes, that's
Crazy then.
Yes.
So
Quite
how do you,
different
I haven't
way
heard
of
that
doing
person. Did you say something on that myth?
Yes.
did.
Do we all concur that actually the sex can be spiced up?
Yes.
Yes,
In
sex
both,
can be
in
spiced
both
up.
cohabiting and married.
It can always
For
be
example,
spiced up.
sex at 50 years.
Yes.
All right, I thank God that we have agreed on this one.
Okay.
Sancho, so you clear go through.
Myth number 5. Myth number 5. Marriage is just a piece of paper.
But people have that whole thing into them.
I don't think marriage is just a piece of paper.
It's not.
It's not.
Because you've come in front of the whole world, you're showing them you're going to be together. If it was a piece of paper, it'd be so easy.
Yeah.
Divorce wouldn't be even so hard. You just
Yeah.
come and tear it up and we are done.
Exactly.
But now you sit in front of your relatives, in front of the whole world, you're showing yes, you're getting committed to this person. So you cannot get out of it very easily. That's why you see when the Catholics, divorce is so hard to get it.
Yeah.
Because they have to come and line up all the reasons as to why you're separating. What makes it so hard? So it can never just be a
It can't
Yes,
be just a piece of
not
paper.
a
You
piece
watch
of
that.
paper.
There's that video that has always made rounds of this couple where this woman was filing for a divorce and her reason was the man is too nice.
Come on,
Imagine,
the man is too nice.
stomach
She
it
couldn't-
anymore.
How nice was he? I mean, in which
Like he's
aspect?
so good.
So caring.
He
Yeah, like he's so caring.
He buys for her stuff and all
I
that.
think that
So
she
should
was
we-
mistreating the guy and she was being the bad one.
No,
Yes, I
ladies
think
in
she
the
was
building.
being the bad
Ladies
one.
in the building. Why did most Ugandans harass and torment the MP? Who said it on the floor of parliament? I don't know whether it was on the floor of parliament or in the corridors. That sometimes you need to, rub her the wrong way.
He
To-
meant
When you
beating.
say
Yes, meant beating.
grab
Oh
her,
yes.
tickle her.
Tickle her and all. And then we have a case where someone is seeking for a divorce because the man
She
is
was
too good.
white.
The man is too good.
No,
She was
wasn't
white?
she
She
white?
was yeah.
But it's black Americans, not Africans.
Black
Yeah.
Americans.
No, in Africa, you don't tolerate that nonsense.
Oh,
by
so-
law. How
yeah.
to even say?
No, that is too good. I want to divorce.
In
Oh my
African
God.
setting, the guy just goes for another woman.
Yeah, the guy goes for another woman.
He takes his care elsewhere.
Anyway,
Yeah.
my take on whether marriage is just a piece of paper. No, it is not. Anybody, any normal man in this world who believes that marriage is just a piece of paper. These are the kind of people who end up keeping problems in themselves.
Yeah. True.
You cannot measure the problem in public. Somebody develops, sexual infections, sexually related infections.
Yeah.
I've seen cases. I moved to schools. The boy develops, genital warts. They
Yeah.
don't talk. They keep
Gonorrhea.
it within themselves, gonorrhea, until it reaches that chronic state. So you cannot just hide this love. You need to come. It's not just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
When somebody comes out and says, "This is my rib for life.
Yeah.
This is my wife."
It's a commitment.
It's a commitment.
It's a commitment.
People, those
Also-
ones who don't want, keep quiet. They will never come out publicly to mention that this is my wife. They
Yeah.
don't go to. You've seen where they leave a woman in a parking yard and someone goes to a supermarket.
Yeah.
You've heard of those cases, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen. Someone should be open. This is my wife.
Yes.
Meet my family. Meet my
Exactly.
wife. Meet
Those
my
people
niece.
actually have for whom they already say they always hide their wives. Go for a family meeting, all arrive in different cars.
Yeah.
Like in front of people, you're so happy, but behind the back,
You
everybody's
are
in their
not.
own world.
Yeah.
So it's not just a piece of paper. It's
Myth
something.
number 6. It's only temporary.
What is temporary?
Cohabiting.
Cohabiting.
Yeah, because everyone knows I can knock out anytime. So people get into the comfort zone.
Yeah.
Largely temporary, sometimes permanent. They can move on. Why?
Yeah.
In
And
the process of cohabiting, you can By the way, last time I think I watched one of your shows. You're trying to say that nowadays people propose by actually conceiving.
Yes.
Yes, I'm pregnant, so what do we do next? Are you gonna dump me?
Get married.
Let's move on, let's get married. So in the process of cohabiting, these people can they can have children, and then these children become a uniting factor. They end up living together or even wedding,
forever, or even getting married. Yeah, so those were the only myths that we came across.
But I think the biggest one and the one that has caught my attention amongst us here is that aspect of discovering the sexual prowess. It's a big thing.
Sex is a big aspect in life.
Yeah, it's a big thing. True. Trust me, it's a big thing.
A big aspect in life.
And
Mouris acknowledges that. Guys, thanks for joining us in this episode. See you on the next episode. Please don't forget to like if you like, and if you don't like, leave a comment. Also, if you like, tell us what you like about